Hello, welcome back after a long Labor Day holiday. We're back for a Wednesday hump day at Parx. Terry, what do you think
Yep,
about that?
I think it's good. Yeah, I'm glad. So
You're glad to be doing some Parx on hump day, as am I. We have 9 races today on I think a fast track, right? If I remember
yes,
correctly. Hopefully it continues to stay that way. Good morning, Don Johnson. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate that, as does Terry, no matter where you are in the world. Please say hi. We would greatly appreciate that. All right, Terry. Well, let's get to work today. We've made a few changes a little bit. Oh, just as a reminder, as always, free picks today at Guaranteed Tip Sheet. I haven't put them up there yet. I'm going to have to do that a little bit later on. So it's going to have to be a night track. So we'll go ahead and we'll make that. What do you think? Mountaineer? Is that a good one, Terry?
yeah, I like Mountaineer. Yeah,
All right, so we'll go ahead and make a Mountaineer today. Yes, indeed. Please hit the show. Hit that like button. It is indeed freebies. So do that. When the show is over, we'll post all of our picks as well as our race commentary, our Benny and the Bet suggestions. And then there's a nice little story there from Nancy Wilkerson about the Pacific Classic. Some nice photos there. Make sure you read that and hit that HRT gear button right there. Come on over here and get yourself a Horse Racing Today t-shirt, hat. Great ways to support the show, along with a tip jar in the description on the YouTube, as well as a link to the explanations for Smart Sheets and how to use them, as well as our Smart Sheets for today. All right, Terry, we're going to do something a little bit different now. We're going to put the profile of the winner and the race information there on the bottom. You see it scrolling there, race 1. So what we're going to do now is just basically go through a little bit of the data on the Smart Sheets and get to our picks to kind of speed up the show a little bit. So speed matters, Terry. Who has it?
well, you can see there that several of them do. That there's like 4 horses that are pretty close. So I think it's anyone's guess who's going to get that quarter pole first.
Yeah, and we take away the look the race shapes up. You got 4 that want to be forward, 1 that wants to close, and that 4 horse indeed, Terry, does have the most late speed by about 5 points. Could get an excellent trip. Everybody's got a C-zone above 50%. Terry, who are your picks to get the day started and the week started at Parx today?
All right. So in this first race, I like 5, To Be Loved by You. In the money 2 to 4 starts at Parx Racing, strong trainer and jockey stats. Number 6, Sweet Marie, takes a large class drop, has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. Should have been a cowgirl, the 4 highest last speed rating, tied for the best third speed today, and a solid 5 furlong workout on August 26th. Number 3, Don't Post It. In the money 4 of 6 starts at Parx Racing, winning one of the starts, drops in class today, and has a high percentage winning trainer. I'm going to bet the very first Miami Vice Don Johnson pick 4. I'm going to use the 3, 4, 5, 6 with the 1, 2, 5 with the 1, 2, 5, 6 with the 3, 4, a $48 ticket.
We got Sweet Marie. Right now, that is the actual favorite on the ground over there at 7 to 5. I have Sweet Marie as the top choice to start the week because just shows some better early pace in its last, a little bit of quicker fractions to boot. Should have been a cowgirl, baby. Could be forward. Has the most late speed as well. Number 5, To Be Loved by You, was better across the board with a little better early pace. And finally, number 3, Don't Post It, did offer up the top total pace score. We see that right here in our Smart Sheets, and it looks like if you go to the past performances, this horse's preference is absolutely a fast track, which is what it's going to get today. My Don Johnson pick 4. I'm going to go 3 by 3 by 3 by 3. So that's the Noah +1 pick 4, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 6, 1, 3, and 4. My pick 4 cost a whopping $40.50, Mr. Terry. So let's take a look real quick at race number 1. Some other interesting things. The 1, the 4, and the 5 have shown that they can hit the par speed figure, which in race number 1 looks like it's 75. So those 3 can do it. The other 2 have not come within 5 points. We did 1,000 simulations, and you see here that the 6 horse, 221 times it produced a speed figure equal to or above that 75. That's what Par Plus is all about, as we wait for race number 1 to commence. And out the gates they go, Terry, to start our week at pretty aggressive start for everybody in there. It looks like the 1 and the 3 horse are competing for the lead. The 6 horse going to have a really tough trip. He's right now going through the turn, 5 horses wide. I think that's an excellent jockey decision. He's bumping around with the 5. That's the 3 horse right now at 13-1 has taken the lead. 3 horse was that top total pace horse, Terry. Look out if that horse can stay out there on some easy fractions. Opening quarter in 23.34 seconds as the 3 horse, Don't Post It, is posting a pretty good lead to get going over the 1 horse, Hard Space, about a 3-length lead. Then you got the 4 in between horses and the 5, the 6, that big favorite at the back of the pack. Down around the bend they go. Should have put the 3 in my picks there, Terry. It looks like it might be a mistake not to have put that horse in there. It's always the next one in my picks, right?
Yeah.
Is anybody even going to try to come? I don't, that 3 is going to run away with this race. Secretariat today to get started. Don't Post It. Nobody's even threatening that horse. So there's your winner, folks. I'm calling it now. The 3 horse will win, although it is kind of slowing down a little bit, but nobody's really doing anything. So Jockey's just going, come on, come on, come on. All right, there's the first crack. Yeah, 3 horses your winner. 13-1, Terry.
All right.
Good way to start your pick 4 and get off. I don't know what it is with me, and always the next horse in my picks that wins the pick 4s. It makes no sense. It happens over and over and over and over and over. Yeah. But what are you going to do? Stupid is as stupid does. I heard somebody say that in a movie once. Race number 2, Terry, you're going to go 6 furlongs. You do see the profile of the winner scrolling on the bottom there. Once again, at 6 furlongs, big emphasis on early speed. So we'll look for the 3 horse got to the lead in that race, Terry. Who's likely to get the lead in this race?
Well, as you can see, they're all got a lot of speed in here. So I think it's another anyone's guess.
You see some big race in race advantages. 5 points equals 1 length. So the 5 horse, Tara's Talent, could get out to the lead and by about 1 length. Again, 5 points equals 1 length. 3 horse, a little bit of a late speeder. But if you look here, Terry, most everybody wants to be middle back. So that 5 horse with that early speed is what we call a left arrow horse. With all of these horses maybe running somewhat out of position, it does look like one of them is going to get a very good trip.
Yeah, that 6 has a 92.34% chance to feel very comfortable in this race.
Yeah, that's our C-zone, and that C-zone basically takes a look at the early pace, compares that to the horse's best performances to see where that horse will be relative to the winner early on. And indeed, 93% of the time, this race looked a lot like the best performances for On This Harvest Moon. We do also see over here the top total pace horse for that 5 up on the lead, Tara's Talent. Got a good chance to get to the lead, and looks like the jockey, Terry, will do every job to give Tara's Talent a good ride.
That's right. The 5 has the best jockey, the 1 best trainer, but the 5, I think, is the best jockey-trainer combination.
Yeah, the 1's going to be in that mix as well. All right, Terry, well, who's in the mix in terms of your picks in race number 2?
Well, I like that 5. Tara's Talent, likes Parx Racing. She's been in the money 63% of the starts, winning 17% of the races. At today's distance, been in the money 57% of the time, and won 12% of the races. Then the 1, Date Night Kisses, close to finish in her last race, only missed by a length, has a high-performing trainer. And then 2, Boss Like Bev, has won 4 races at Parx Racing, has a high percentage winning trainer. Number 6, On the Harvest Moon, won last race leading, but can also close. So a very versatile horse, has a high percentage winning trainer. Second pick 4, 1, 2, 5 with the 1, 2, 3, 6 with the 1, 3, 4, 6 with the 2, 6, $48 ticket.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the 5 horse on top 2. Tara's Talent. It's a yes horse. So we talked about horses that are able to hit par. You got 3 of them in here. The 2, the 3, and the 5. Everybody else within 5 points. So they're all capable of getting to that speed number of 79. This one does have the top total pace of 7 points. Biggest class dropper in the field. We see that right here. That one's moving down 1 length. All the red down arrows moving down in class. The white sideways arrow staying put, and the green arrow mean that one's moving up 4/10 of a length. Next up, Date Night Kisses. That one is Jamie Ness. It's a horse that's been in the money 6 out of 8 times at Parx. So you got the top Parx trainer, a horse that likes Parx. Check, check. Number 2, Boss Like Beth. At first, I thought you said Bev, Terry, and I'm like, that horse has to be number 1. But anyway, Better fractions, despite going a little bit longer last out. That's usually a sign of a horse on the improve. Number 3, Jezebel Jade is our simulation favorite. Back-to-back threes as simulation favorites. Terry was also in a mix. Well, no, it was the top total pace horse, not the simulation favorites. Also a yes horse that has some of the best top, par plus numbers in there. A couple of other things in here I like to see, Terry, particularly with this 2-horse, better early pace, better fractions. A lot of times those horses do very well. My pick 4, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 5, the 1, 2, 6 with the 1, 3, 4, 6, and then the 2, 6. I think that's $48 as well. Off to the third race we go, and in the third spot, Terry, they're going to go back to 1 mile and 70 yards. Again, this one you'll see is a claiming $7,500 race, and the bias scrolling down on the bottom for the profile of a winner. You know, Terry, at Parx, speed does matter. This time around, we do find a horse that has a lot of speed.
Yeah, that rail horse, the one has all the speed in the world, should get out of that gate fine and get to that quarter pole first.
Yeah, and not only that, as you see on the scroller down there, the ticker, the rail gets a little bit of a bonus. So with that bonus, horses could get to the front and stay there, Mr. Terry. Another thing that we see that I like here, Terry, is this 2-horse, Royal Prado, 9-point last race speed figure, according to Andrew Beyer, the godfather, the genesis of the speed figure. Anytime a horse has a 3-point edge over the rest of the field, they must merit your attention. Most everybody dropping in class, nobody showing better fractions. But along with that one having early speed, Terry also has a pretty crisp jockey-trainer combo.
That's right. It's the best one out of all of them, and by far. So I think it's going to do pretty well.
Yeah, pretty good trip. Better early fractions last time out. Although the 2-horse, Royal Prado, with that top last race speed figure by far, well, I think that is more than everybody else combined, or pretty close on the par plus. Looking at the race, Terry, you got a few that want to be forward, a few that want to be middle back, should be pretty well placed out. The 1 horse should like the lead, should be up on the lead, and he's one of 3 horses with a comfort zone above 50.
That's right. The 1, 2, and 4 all have comfort zones above 50%.
Yes, and this is a 5-horse race. So according to Stephen Fielder, Terry, in a 5-horse race, you take the horse that's likely to have the longest shot on the board. Looks like clearly that's going to be the 4, Winbori. Did Winbori make your picks in race number 3?
No, unfortunately not. The 1, no, is my first pick. Golden Philly finished poorly last time, but returns after 2 months with a solid workout and has the fastest speed at today and strong trainer stats. And then the 6, after struggling in a higher class last time, returns to a level where she's previously done well. Her early speed should give her an advantage. Number 2, Royal Prado. Closer who can catch the early speed, drops in class today, shows dirt speed near average winning times. And then 3, Sister Mary Lou won 20% of her starts at Parx Racing and drops in class today. No additional bets for me here.
Yeah, I have the 1, 2 on top. Golden Philly. I mean, how can you bet in Philly and not put Golden Philly at the top of your ticket? This horse's last workout was by far its best. That was on August the 9th. Hasn't raced since July the 1st. So you don't see any other workouts with that same number. It says to me, maybe this one's going to come off the bench sharp. And look what happened the last time the horse came off the bench. Easy dub. I'm not going to say that history repeats itself, but I'm going to say that history repeats itself, Terry. Okay. If not, Royal Prado, that 2-horse, did run the top last race speed figure, as we pointed out. 9 points. That's almost 2 lengths better than everybody else. It's also our simulation favorite in there, Terry. So I like that as well. 3-2, pretty big favorite to boot on top of that. Number 6, Wilda Wild. The 6-horse just needs to rerun its last race at Parx to score the dub here. And then finally, Sweet Sister Mary Lou. No sweet in there. The 3-horse again. This one should be coming late with some of the best late speed in there. No bets here, Terry, as we do have Benny in the bets coming up, where we have a $100 budget. We can do what we want with. And I think I'm going to actually get started with it and a pick 4 in race number 4. In the 4th race, Terry, it is a maiden $50,000 race going a mile. Again, we to save some time, speed up the show for everybody. we're putting the profile of the winner at the bottom. You'll see it scrolling right there. 1 mile, early speed, 30% of which go wire to wire. In this case, the rail gets a little bit of a discount, but speed still matters, Terry, just not perhaps on the inside, but that's where you're going to find the quickest of them all early.
Yep, second race in a row that the rail horse shows the most speed, and if he can get out of the gate, can get to that quarter pole first.
Yeah, here we've spoken a lot about yes horses. Those are the horses that have shown that they can hit the par speed figure. In this case, according to Brisnet, 86 points. The only one to do it, Terry, is the 4. But according to our simulations where we calculate out projected speed figures, it's not the only one that has a chance to get above that number today.
That's right. All of them, but the 2 has some kind of a percentage. The 4 being the best, followed up by the 1 and then the 6.
Yeah, it looks like the 1 just slightly a little bit better than the 4 there. I do like the 2 horse. Again, we spoke about this a little bit earlier, showing better early pace, better mid pace. The only one to put better fractions on the table last out. This race is it's flat. You got 3 that want to either be on the lead or pressure the lead, 3 that want to close. So it looks to me like, Terry, the 1 horse is going to get the best trip with that early speed, although it doesn't top our top total pace. The 4 does. Who tops your picks?
Okay, I like in this race, now if I can get to it, I like the 4. Runner-up in last 2 races has a top trainer and jockey, returns to route. That will help. Owns today's fastest dirt speed. Then Salute, the 3, placed in 4 of 6 career starts. Still seeking first win, though. Now trained by John Service and jockey Frankie Pennington, and coming off a solid work on August 26th. And then I like the 6 El Golden Boy, fast starter with effective trainer and jockey. Number 1, Sam's After Party, placed in 5 of 6 starts. Solid trainer jockey team. I'm going to bet the 3rd Miami Vice, John Johnson, pick 4, 3, 4, 6 with the 2, 6 with the 1, 2, 3, 5 with the 3, 4, 5, 7, $48 ticket.
So yeah, it seems to me there's a lot of good horses today to look at in race number 4. I like the 4 horse as well. We have a lot of agreement. Truly Warrior, that one is the top last race speed figure. Again, this day is going to be marked by a lot of these horses that have a big last race speed figure and some strong sim odds, as well as this one being the top total pace horse in there. Lots of reasons to like the 4. It is the only yes horse. We mentioned that out. And, of course, one of the things that we've identified here is a horse that should be close to the front there, Terry, as a closer. We call those left arrow horses. That is an invention of horse racing today, of Terry and I. Those left arrow horses, Terry, they usually do some damage, particularly when they got good jockeys like we see today with the 4 horse. Yep. Next up is Salute. That is your morning line favorite. Salute, right? Doesn't that mean like God bless you in Salute? What language? Spanish? Is that right? I don't know. I think that's right. But anyway, this one does have the most back class. Really nice Parx workout, getting ready for today. Number 1, Sam's After Party, very likely pace setter. Again, we see that on our smart sheets right there. And that one's also one that scored the top C zone. We see that a lot in our combinations of winning horses. Get to the front, be the horse that's the most comfortable in the race. And like we saw in the opener, you stay there. El Golden Boy does have a high par plus. It's another horse that could be up on the front where it looks like speed could have a good day. And it's the last pick it's not in my pick 4, folks. So just single to 6. You don't have to do anything else. 1, 3, 4, 2, 6, 1, 2, 3, 6, 4, 7. That's a pretty cheap one. That is a hot dog pick 4. I think it's $24, Gary. I'm going to get my Benny and the bet started. It's $7 exact key box, the 4 with the 1 and the 3 to get going. Before we move on to race number 5, Terry, we'll be back tomorrow. We're going to do Kentucky Downs. We had a pretty good Thursday at Kentucky Downs and backed it up with a good Saturday with Thomas and I. Thomas and I will also do Kentucky Downs Saturday card on Friday. To make sure you don't miss any of the Bluegrass madness, Terry, what do?
Well, you need to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's very easy to do. Go ahead and hit the bell so that you're notified about whenever our programs are coming up, and then go copy that link below and share it with everybody you know so they can come check us out. Go to our social sites like Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Blue Sky, Threads, X, at Horse Race, the number 2 day. Give us a thumbs up and a like. And then keep these comments coming and the picks like Private Ross and Don Johnson are doing today, as we like to see them. They help us out a lot.
Yeah, this is the Keystone race in the Keystone State. The 5th connects the first half of the card to the second half of the card. Again, a $170 claiming $25,000 race. Once again, just a reminder, we are putting the profile of the winner scrolling on the bottom down there. Save a little bit of time. That's the goal here. So in race number 5, Terry, again at a $170, we do see a little bit of a rail bonus, a little bit of inside speed being the edge. And this one looks like it can be very hot, as almost all of them could take the lead early on.
Yeah, that's true. All of them show some speed. The 3 and the 5 have the most. They could go head to head, but it just depends on who gets the best break, best decisions.
A couple of nice things for the one horse here. It does have a 12-point late speed advantage. Again, 5 points equals 1 length, so about 2.5 lengths better than everybody else as they come down the stretch. Could compete for the lead, though very unlikely in there, Terry. Only one horse not clicking a yes, the 3-horse Celestial Dark. Everybody else proven they can hit that speed figure of 89, so not an issue there. Couple of class droppers. A lot of times class drops in competitive fields can be the edge it takes to win. Sometimes having the right jockey and trainer is the edge you need to win, Terry, and where's that to be found?
Hey, that's the 6 is the best jockey. The 4 is the best trainer, but I think the 6 has the best jockey-trainer combination.
This is a race where most people want to be middle, could be all middle forward. This is one that is very competitive. I've noticed a lot of these races where everybody's either got a nice par number, a nice par plus number. It looks competitive, that these C zones can be really helpful. And in this case, there's one standout and a couple in there that are looking for the silver and bronze.
Yeah, look at that one. Has a pretty nice C zone, 85% plus. And then the 3 and the 4 come in second and third. So those 3 probably be pretty comfortable.
Yeah, Arrow Speed, a 7-point last race speed figure, a lot of ground for other horses to make up. Terry, is anybody in the 5th going to make up that speed figure advantage on Arrow Speed?
Well, I like the 6, Best Guards Daddy Ever, placed in 4 starts.
Sugar Daddy Ever, Terry.
I'm sorry, Sugar Daddy Ever, yeah. Placed in last 4 starts, won 1 race out of the 4 starts at Parx Racing. And
another shame being a guy, Terry, we can never have a sugar daddy.
I know. We could have maybe a sugar mama. Top trainer and a new jockey. And then I like the 2 Arrow Speed. Finished second against tougher competition. Holds the highest recent speed rating. Drops in class. Has a handled by a good jockey and trainer and with strong win rates. And then Greener Pastures, this 4, moves to a top trainer. Holds the highest speed figure at today's distance and shares fastest speed among today's entrants. And then half of his races have been won at today's start. And then the 5, Expensive Cut, likes Parx Racing. Been the money 80% of the time, winning 27% of the races. And at today's distance, 74% of the start in the money, winning 26% of the races. No additional bets for me here.
Yeah, I can't get past that 7-point speed figure advantage for Arrow Speed. Even money simulation favorite. Top par plus, more than 50% chance that this horse is going to hit that speed figure of 89. Look out for Arrow Speed. Best sugar daddy ever. I suppose it wouldn't be bad to be the best sugar daddy ever. It does have some better early pace and some fractions. A bullet workout. You got Jamie Ness. You got Frankie Pennington. You got a horse that could upset Arrow Speed. Greener Pastures. That one is the winner of 5 of its 11 Parx starts. 6 of 12 at the distance, so it's going to be all or nothing today, Terry, for that one. And then finally, Prince of Chill does have that very big late speed edge of 2.5 lengths. So that one, if the speed doesn't hold up, we'll be running by him at the end. I'm going to do a $10 pick 3. I'm going to go 2-2 over the 4 and the 7. And we're going to go off to race number 6 now, Terry, in the 6th spot. Let's look at race number 6 as I press a ton of buttons to get us all into the right places. Race 6 is a mile. You're going to see they're going to make 1 lap around the oval. Again, we've posted the profile of a winner down below for the claiming $40,000 race at a mile. It does look like speed again will hold up in there. And once again, we do find a couple of one horse indeed that has some speed.
Yeah, the 6 shows the most speed, followed up by that 2. And so the 6 should get out of the gate pretty good.
Yeah, the 2 has that 6-point lat or race speed figure edge again. Everybody either hit par or above par. This race, everybody should string out exactly where they want to be. So it should bode well, although that 2-horse, maybe a little left arrow action. That 2-horse also, that left arrow pointing to a pretty big C zone there, Terry.
Sure does. Has a 90, what is that? A
94%.
Yeah, 92.34%. Very comfortable, I'm sure.
Yeah, to go along with that speed figure advantage and a late pace advantage of almost 2 lengths. Does also grade out as our top total pace horse, but doesn't get the top jockey trainer. It gets the top trainer, Terry. Who gets the top jockey?
Well, the 6 does, and the 6 also, I think, is the best jockey trainer combination.
Does have all that early speed too. So is it the tortoise, the 2, or is it the hare, the 6, Terry, that takes home the prize in race number? I can't tell because my screen went blank.
6.
Race 6. I don't know why my computer. Anybody out there that does this stuff know why computers do that? I'm not even on the screen anymore, so I got to come back.
Okay. I like the 1 JAA mode. 3rd at Aqueduct last race. Trainer has a high percentage win rate, and the jockey horse is suited to the today's distance. Boss Logic, the 2, placed 3rd against Tougher last time. Has a top trainer and drops in class. Has the ties for the fastest dirt speed among today's starters. Market Maven, the 3, drops in class today. Trainer wins 46% of the start with new horses. Shares today's best start speed. Blinkers are added. That may help performance. And then the 5, Real Conviction, has placed in 70% of the at Parx Racing, and also won 30% of those. Drops in class and has a reliable trainer jockey team. I'm going to play the last Miami Vice pick 4. I'm going to use the 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 with the 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 with the 7, 10 and the 2, 3, a $50 ticket.
Yeah, for me, I'm going to go at the 2-horse. Boss Logic. Logical that a horse that does have the top last race speed figure of 6 points, big late pace edge of 9 points, top total pace horse. Jamode, the 1-horse. Usually comes off the bench hot. Does have a pretty good series of workouts getting ready for today. Number 3, Market Maven is a very consistent horse in here, Terry, making the classic 3rd start after layoff, which could be, according to its resume, a bounce back race. And then Concealed Carry, that 6-horse, does have all that early speed in there, Terry. 7-point edge, 2nd start after a layoff, biggest class dropper. And you notice my pick 4, Terry, I didn't put the 1 and 3 in there. I put the 2 and the 6 in there. That is deliberate, for sure. Then I went with the 4, 7. Then I did all with the 2, 3, and I think that works out to $40. I'm not 100% sure. $10 double, 2 with the 4 and the 7. And the reason I put the 6 in there is because I do think the 2-horse is going to win. But if there's going to be someone who upsets it, it'll be the one that gets up to the front. And it's the highest priced horse in a 5-horse field, and we've heard that somewhere before. Race 7 is next on our list of things to do, Terry. Again, they're going to run 1 mile for race number 7. We did mention that early speed does good at 1 mile, Terry, and it's kind of been where we are at in this optional claiming $16,000 race, looking for some early speed in the smart sheets. And we do see a really fast one to get the 7th race going.
Yeah, that 4 has all the speed in the world, as you can see there, and it's got a very good chance to get out of that gate and get to where it needs to go.
Yeah, and considering that not really a whole lot of horses want to be on the lead here, that 4 again getting that designated left arrow. But we do see another horse in here, the Lone PC. So we call those Sesame Street horses, if you remember that skit. One of these in here is not like the other. The 7 is not like the others as the Lone PC, and it's also not like the others with its C-zone there, Terry.
Yeah, it has an 82.4% C-zone, as you can see, the 7. It also has the best jockey, although I think the best jockey-trainer combination is the 4.
Yes, and the 4 also Dream Builder. That one is the top last race speed figure, 7 points better than everybody else in race number 7. The only thing that would make that better is if that horse was the 7 instead of the 4, but 7 is your simulation favorite. 7, 4, 5, and 2, your top 4. Again, 5 horses in the field, according to our friend Stephen Fielder, who wins a ton of those handicapping racing contests. Maybe the 2-horse. Only God can judge should be the one that you have in your picks. But I don't think that one's in my picks, Terry. We have exactly the same picks. Why do you like them and why?
I like Dream Builder 4 because it was the winner of last race, top speed rating. Trainer has 19% maiden win rate. And then I like the 7, Book Runner, has won 3 of the last 5 starts, has a top jockey proven at today's distance. Number 5 won her last race, or his last race, and his best start speed is faster than the average winning speed. Then I like the 3, Yes Sir Colonel. He's won 20% of his starts at Parx Racing, has a top percentage, top trainer, and proven at today's distance. No additional bets for me here.
Yeah, I have the 4 horse too. Dream Builder. Dream Builder did pop that top last race speed figure, 7 points. Again, Andrew Beyer says if they got a 3-point advantage, should be on the front, has that aggressive early speed advantage. The only time this horse ran at Parx, it won easy. Book Runner is our simulation favorite. We saw that in the smart sheets in their top C zone by a pretty good margin. We saw that in there as well for that Sesame Street horse. It's the top total pace. It's run at the distance 6 times, Terry. You know how many times it finished in the money?
6 times.
6 of 6, yes, indeed. Keith sends hello. Just missed last time out. A little faster early fractions. And then finally, the 3 horse, Yes Sir Colonel, as Terry and I put the same 4 in the same order. This one's a highly consistent performer that does have a little bit more upside than it showed in its last start. Speaking of starting, we're on good schedule today, Terry, because looks like race number 2 is just about to get rocking and rolling. So let's take a look at our thoughts for race number 2. We have the 5 horse, as do the folks on the ground. Well, it does look like there's a little bit of time because they went to that side angle, which usually means they're about ready to run. So over at Guaranteed Tip Sheet today, I promised that we'd make Mountaineer Park the free track of the day. And guess what I'm doing right now, Terry?
You're going to make it the free track of the day.
Yes, indeed. See, I have those kind of powers, Terry, right? We should have taken a poll, right?
Yeah.
You'll see right here, free track of the day today is indeed Mountaineer Park. Hold on, I got to press the right button. Mountaineer Park. There we go. It is the free track of the day. Make sure you take advantage of that. And then, of course, every day we have a free pick. There is a link in the description down below. Make sure you use that so that they know where you came from. When the show is over, we'll post all of our picks and commentary right here at horseracingtoday.net. You'll see a link right there for the HRT gear button. Come on over there. Get yourself a hat. You'll look fantastic. I promise you, you will. That's the only time I ever get compliments, Terry, is when I'm wearing Horse Racing Today gear. Otherwise, everybody else just kind of walks on by. Race number 2 is off, and it is running, and they're competing for the lead. The 6 horse, as projected, is out on the lead with the 5 and the 2 and the 1. All of the horses we said would be on the lead are on the lead. The 6 horse, the Longshot, at 23-1. Can we go back-to-back shots, Terry, on the front? What do you say?
Well, I guess we could, but then it'd screw me up on my pick 4s.
Yeah, well, me as well. And the 1 and the 5 are giving the 6 horse all it can handle as they head into the turn. It looks to me like the 2 horse in the back is going to try to make a run around the corner. Behind that one is the 3 horse. The 5 horse, the 4 horse looks like it probably isn't going to compete for the lead today. So if you bet that one, oh well. The 5 horse, Terrace Talent, has emerged right now as your front runner, although the 2 horse is trying to make up a lot of ground at the end as the jockey has got that one picking him up and putting him down. But can he pick him up and put him down fast enough to get by Terrace Talent as they approach the finish line? My answer to that question is going to be NO 5, 2, 3, which is kind of funny to me, Terry, because I could have did a lot of different things and I singled the 5 in this race or gone short because it is our second pick and I only went 3 in the last one. Always the combinations that kill you.
Yeah.
But we're still alive and you only used 3 of your picks. I used 4 of mine right there. So you have more options going forward. And we have the same 2 horses at the end. 2 races to go. So the beginning of the late daily double will be race number 8. That one is 6 furlongs, optional claiming $16,000. And once again, we will put our profile of a winner on the bottom. The inside 3 speed is the key to winning this one, Terry, but the speed is found in the Buffalo Girls in the most wide open race of the day.
That's right, on the outside, but then there's also some inside speed. It's all across the board here. So
yeah, if we take a look here, it does look like the 5, the 7, and the 8, according to the pace numbers, are the quickest out of the gate. Coco's Vivian, top last race speed figure, 7 points better than everybody else, but yet to hit the par speed figure of Michael Irvin, 88, as the NFL season about to kick off tomorrow with the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. You got a couple yes horses, only 2 of them in there, Terry, that have shown they can hit that number already. Although only one of them, our par plus simulations say, doesn't have a chance today. A lot of horses showing improvement last out. Almost everybody coming up in class, Terry. Maybe you want a jockey and trainer here. That might make sense.
well, the best jockeys, the 4 best trainers, the 7, but I think the 7's also the best jockey trainer combination.
Yeah, the 7's also a big part of all these horses that want to be on the front. Everybody else kind of wants to close in. Look out for these EPs and PC types, particularly if they got strong C zones. It looks like a few other horses in here, Terry. That 6 does have a pretty strong C zone in there. 3 of them in the 80s. Our top 4, 6, 10, 1, and 7. That 6 is at the top of that list, Terry, but is nowhere near on our list for our picks. Who do you got and why?
Well, I like the 10 Rock Me Gently, finishing the money in her last 10 starts and won 2 of those, finishing second as a favorite in last race, but has a high percentage winning trainer, wins 23% of the races when bringing a beaten favorite back again. And then number 7, Leftover Susie, runner up last out, high percentage winning trainer, early speed, top speed figure at today's distance, and best start speed among today's starters. Number 4, You Do. Plays second last race, shows early speed and the benefit from a top trainer and jockey. And then 8, Angel of Hope, has 2 wins in her last 3 races, high performing trainer and jockey. I'm going to bet a $10 daily double. I'm going to use the 7, 4, and 10 with the 3.
I'm going to do a Coco's Vivian as my top selection here in race number 8. Again, another one of those horses that popped the top last race speed figure. Everyone's going to have to come up, or that one's going to have to come down. Should be out on the front. Easy win. Excuse me, wrong. Top par plus, wrong horse. Top last race speed figure. That was right. But what I also like is the resume says that the 3rd start after the layoff should be the best of the bunch. So we could see some improvement on that last race speed figure edge. Number 7, Leftover Sushi. I had a friend recently eat some of that. Made a similar noise as you did, Terry. In the money, 7 out of 10 at Parx. And only one of 2 yes horses in the field. Voodoo You Do. The 4 horse in the money, 9 out of 12 races at Parx. One that should be towards the front. And then finally, Miss 66, the 3 horse. That's the other yes horse, along with the 7. Did show some better early pace last time out. I like that. Did show some better fractions last time out. I like that, although a lot of horses did that as well. And it's your lone closer back in there. So could get a nice trip with that 85 C-zone number. Some more work for me here with my bets. $1, 50-cent trifecta box. 1 with the 3, 4, and 7, which takes us to the last race of the day. And Terry's best bet, saving the best for last, as the story goes. In the 9th, they are going to run 1 mile again. What is this, the 3rd time they're running a mile, 4th time they're running a mile, Terry?
Something like that.
Yeah, 1 trip around the track where early speed goes 30% wire to wire. The rail is a little bit of discount. 2 and 3 is fair. 4 through 7, a small bonus. 8 and out, a small discount. You see the profile of a winner. Scrolling below, we'll continue to do that going forward. And some other enhancements that will be coming shortly. Terry, who's got the early juice in the finale?
Well, the 3 does, but then there's a couple others that have some too. But I think the 3 gets out of there. It'll get to that quarter pole first.
Now, the 4 horse is a lone E. The 3 is your lone PC type. So, again, the 3 horse getting out to the front with that 7-point early pace advantage. So, about 1.5 lengths quicker than all of the rest. We call that a left arrow horse, Terry. Also, highest C-zone, so won't mind being out there. Big part of the yeses, only the 1 being a maybe. So, everybody with a chance to get there. 3 class droppers, including the 3 horse Terry. Simulation favorite, top total pace horse in there. I'm guessing the 3 horse is going to be somewhere in your picks, maybe even your best bet. Let's end the suspense, Terry. Who is it?
It is the 3, ambitiously placed, likes Parx Racing. Been in the money 75% of the time here and won a whopping 40% of the races. At today's distance, spending the money 75% of the time won 25% of the races. Then I like the 2 Rousey Express, third out of last against tougher drops in class today, has a high percentage winning jockey and trainer. And a bullet workout on August 27th. Dixie Groove finished third versus similar in her last race, high performing winning trainer. And then has a trainer. I'm sorry, high performing winning trainer and jockey. Then the 5 recently placed second, has a trainer, wins 50% of the races when taking a horse up 2+ classes and can handle the distance. I'm going to bet 20 to win on the 3, a $10 exacta box 2 of 3, and a $10 exacta 3 on top with the 2, 5, 6. That's it.
Mm-hmm. I have the 2 horse, Terry. So that's good news for you, because whenever I pick your horse, your best bet doesn't win. So you can put it on the board, as Kent Harrelson used to say here in Hawk Harrelson in Chicago for the White Sox. I have Rosie's Express. You got Jamie Ness. You got Frankie Pennington. Won its only Parx race and does have some really aggressive workouts here, getting ready to come back to work at Parx. Look at those 2, 47-4 in a bullet. Should be ready to run. And Ness is going to bring his horses with the good hay. Number 3, ambitiously placed. Terry's best bet is the Simulation favorite. Does have that very aggressive early pace advantage as a left arrow horse. Number 6, Dixie Grove. That one, Terry, is going to be coming of late, in the money, 8 out of 10 at the distance. And then finally, number 5, Marvelous. Okay, Terry, where does Marvelous come from?
What does it mean to me?
Well, Marvelous.
It means really, really good.
It comes from Billy Crystal, right?
I
Remember that
guess.
skit from Saturday Night Live? It's marvelous. Anyway, I know it's old pop culture. And anyway, Terry, the resume says that Marvelous could be marvelous in the 3rd start after a layoff. No additional bets for me to close out. Let's take a look at our picks for the day. You see right here in race number 1, Terry, the 3-horse 1. I left it off my pick 4 because why not? It's my pick always that I leave off wins. Race number 2, the 5-horse 1. Here's the way we see the rest of the day. As far as our Benny and the bets are concerned, I think they begin in race number 4 with all of the remaining pick 4s. I have a $7 exact key box 4 with the 1 and the 3. Race number 5, a $10 pick 3 going ice cold 2-2 over the 4-7. Race 6, a $10 double 2 with the 4-7. And our final pick 4, race number 7, no bets, right? Oh, $10 exacta box 4 and 7. I got money everywhere. Race number 8, a trifecta box. I guess I had more money than I thought. And a daily double from Terry. And then Terry's best bet to close out race number 9. Again, tomorrow we will do Kentucky Downs. I think, Terry, we talked a little bit about maybe changing the way we do things a little bit tomorrow with 10-cent superfecta boxes. Do you want to do that with a $100 budget?
Yeah, we could do that if you want.
Yeah, I think it would be fun, right? To take $100, and that's what we'll do with our Benny in the bets, because we had a couple of them last week where we had our 4 picks pop in there, and one of them I think paid $200.
Yep.
Yeah, so we can find a $200 one. It'll be a great day for Superfecta Day with Hollywood Hay on Thursday at Kentucky Downs. Again, Friday, Tom and I will do the entire Kentucky Downs card for Saturday to make sure that you don't miss either Kentucky Downs card or Monday and Tuesday of next week at Parx. Not quite sure what we'll do Wednesday and Thursday as the schedule is going to change. What's the smart thing to do? Is when you're watching, you're winning, Terry.
Well, you need to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It doesn't cost you anything. It's easy to do. Hit the bell so you're notified. Go ahead and copy the link to share with everybody you know so you can come and check us out. Go to our social sites that are scrolling down there below. Hit at Horse Race, the number 2 day. Give us a thumbs up and a like. And keep these comments coming just as the people are doing today. And to answer Private Ross says 99. Yes, the word place does mean second. So I'm a little confused. Maybe I used it where I shouldn't have. I don't know. So
it's okay. We say a lot. It's all impromptu, I guess, right? There's none of it scripted, so it's all just live the way it ought to be. And yeah, if you're not watching, you're not winning. For example, if you had just played Terry's top pick for the entire month of August, it won at 30% of the time. That's a pretty good number. And my Benny in the bets produced a little more than a $700 profit for the month. So Again, we mean it when we say if you're not watching, you're not winning. Again, free picks this evening, as we did live on the show, Mountaineer Park. Take advantage of that. You'll find a link for that in the description at YouTube. There's also a link to the tip jar in the description on YouTube. If you like what we do, kindly buy us a cup of coffee. We'd greatly appreciate it. Or a Mountain Dew for me. I don't drink coffee. Just a minute over here at horseracingtoday.net. We will post all of the race commentary today, along with our Benny and the Bets. Get yourself a HRT hat using that HRT gear. And again, our smart sheets, along with a link to how to use them. Links available in the description on YouTube. Please subscribe and interact with us every way you can to help boost our Google and YouTube and, social media rankings. We'd greatly appreciate that. Any final thoughts from you, Terry, before we part company today?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to tomorrow's races at Kentucky Downs, and I hope everybody stays safe and has a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, indeed. No matter what you're doing for the rest of this Wednesday, feels weird the first show's on Wednesday, but hey, it's the way it goes sometimes. We certainly hope that your hump day is filled with God's grace, God's favor, and everything you do, Terry, ends up in
inner circle.
Yes, indeed. Have a blessed